August 15, 1977. For 72 seconds, a narrowband radio signal poured into an Ohio cornfield from somewhere near the constellation Sagittarius. And then it stopped, and in the 47 years since, it has never returned. We tend to file this under failure, a near miss, a cosmic tease. But consider another reading. What if the signal arrived exactly as intended, exactly once, exactly at the frequency a listening species would be watching and was never meant to repeat? What if silence afterward isn't the absence of a sender, but the sender's protocol? The wow signal may not be a fragment of a conversation we missed. It may be the entire message delivered in full. Jerry Ehman was reviewing a stack of computer printouts at his kitchen table when he saw the sequence. 6 characters, 6EQUJ5. He circled them in red ballpoint and wrote one word in the margin. Wow. The Big Ear telescope at Ohio State had been scanning passively, drifting with Earth's rotation, sampling each patch of sky for exactly 72 seconds. The signal rose, peaked, and fell precisely matching that window, meaning the source was celestial, not terrestrial, not a passing aircraft, not a satellite glitch. It sat at 1420 megahertz, the hydrogen line, the single frequency every radio astronomer in the world agrees an interstellar broadcaster would choose, because hydrogen is the loudest note in the cosmic chord. Whoever sent it knew exactly where we'd be listening. By 1987, Ehman himself had aimed the Big Ear back at that coordinate over 100 times. Nothing. In the 1990s, the Very Large Array swept the region with sensitivity Big Ear couldn't dream of. Nothing. Allen Telescope Array 2017, Meta, MOPI, Project Phoenix. Every major instrument built since has stared into that same patch of Sagittarius. Nothing answers. The standard explanation goes like this. It must have been a transient, a reflection, a comet's hydrogen cloud, perhaps, as one paper proposed in 2017 and quietly retracted when the orbits didn't match. That explanation has never made sense to me. Comets don't broadcast at the hydrogen line with the bandwidth of a deliberate transmitter. The signal had the signature of intent, and intent does not repeat itself for the convenience of the listener. Imagine for a moment that you are an old civilization. You have already watched 1,000 younger species claw their way to radio. You know what most of them do with the technology, and you know how few of them survive it. You would not open a conversation. You would log a position, a single, narrow, unmistakable pulse on the frequency any thinking species would eventually monitor. Not an invitation, a census mark. Some theorists suggest this is what a mature galactic protocol would look like. No back and forth, no beacons, no Arecibo-style shouting into the dark. Just one ping, calibrated for detection, designed to be heard once and remembered forever. The story goes that silence afterward is not rejection. It's the rule. Every SETI assumption rests on a quiet bias that a real signal would loop. That contact means conversation. We built our search around the idea of catching someone mid-broadcast, the way we'd catch a radio drama already in progress. But there is no physical law that requires a transmission to repeat. Repetition is a human courtesy. It is also expensive. Energy, time, infrastructure, attention. A civilization optimizing for efficiency would transmit once with precision and move on. Read that again. The wow signal fits that profile so cleanly, it's almost embarrassing. 72 seconds, hydrogen line, narrow band, perfect celestial drift. No repetition. If we received exactly the message a careful sender would send, our complaint that it didn't say more is, frankly, ours. As covered in the last video, The Fermi paradox assumes silence equals absence, but the wow signal complicates that arithmetic. We have one confirmed candidate transmission in the history of radio astronomy, narrow, precise, unrepeated, and 47 years of nothing in the same direction. That is not the pattern of a dead sky. That is the pattern of a sky that broadcasts once. If even a small fraction of advanced civilizations follow a single ping protocol, the galaxy could be saturated with brief transmissions we will each detect exactly once in a lifetime, never confirm, and quietly retire as anomalies. The catalogue of unrepeated signals is already growing. Lorimer bursts, peritons, WTF stars. We keep waiting for the second pulse. And that may not be how this works. So the question the wow signal leaves us with isn't whether it was real. It was real. It was measured, recorded, and matches no known natural source. The question is the one no instrument can settle. Was the silence afterward a failure of the sender or the sender's design? If you want to sit with more questions like this one, the channel keeps a running list. Who exactly transmits something only once?